Hello and welcome to this video. Today I wanted to really get vulnerable with you guys and share with you an experience that I've been having this week and to hold space for you and your heart in case you're experiencing anything similar. So right now we're in the middle of a really crazy time, it feels like, with the holidays around the corner. That often stirs up a lot of drama, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of things come to the surface that you thought were done and healed and buried, childhood stuff, but also there's a new moon that's happening, and it feels like this has been a challenging new moon for a lot of people. And if you don't believe that the moon and the cycles and all of that interfere or influence your life in any way, this video will hopefully change your mind about that and get you to start thinking about things a little bit differently. So for me, over the last week, I've really fallen into a little bit of I want to say the word depression, even though I don't mean it in the way that depression is usually interpreted. Um, I really mean just this deflation of self, and sort of as though I have gone down deep into this valley. Um, and I wanted to share this with you because I feel like so much of what we see online and in our communities that we're surrounded with, it's all about goal setting and being mindful of what you're creating for 2017. And while all of that is really important, I find that this time of year there's a lot of go, go, go energy and create, finish, completion. You got to get it all sort of settled and done before the year ends. And, any goals that you had for 2016 that haven't happened yet, you've only got, 4 weeks left. That's the messaging that I'm hearing right now, and it's not working for me, I will be honest. I have some really big things in the works. I have my live event that's happening in February, Raw, Real and Unleashed Live, which is really a vulnerable thing for me to be doing in the first place, but also the call of my soul and something that I have to do, I have to step into. And so that feels really big for me. I have a group program that I'm launching next week for the first time. So there's a lot of myself that I'm putting out there in new ways, and that's creating some up leveling issue for my ego. And what I mean by that is the more we expand and grow, the bigger that we get and the more visible that we become. Sometimes that can create a little bit of shrinking. It can create a little bit of anxiety for our ego side. And so as much as I am in the creation stage, the messaging of go, 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 finish, 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 push, push, push is not working for me, and it's probably not working for a lot of you. So today's video is really to hold space for your heart, to do things another way and to find another way for you. And it's very possible that your soul requires more rest and incubation and retreat in these last months of the year. And sometimes go, 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 push, push, push is not the way for you, and that's okay. My messaging as a coach and as a healer is really to do things in a way that might not seem ordinary. And I'm sort of coming to terms with that being my message for the world, is that there's ways to do things that might not be the most popular way, and it might not be the way that the rest of the world are doing them. I seem to fall into this category of do things the way that the rest of the world would never do it. And it's sort of been like that my whole life. And I'm sort of starting to accept that and really enjoy it. And so I come to you today to ask for you to tune into your heart and to really feel what you're feeling. And if any part of you feels the need to retreat, even though the rest of the world are in go, go, go mode, if your being is needing retreat and rest and incubation, for you to honor that cycle. Because just like nature, the moon, if you're a woman, our internal cycle, our menstrual cycle, we are very affected by cycles. And cycles are very necessary as part of our evolution, our growth, our healing, our expansion, our purpose. Cycles are very important. And so I'm asking for you today to honor where you are at in your cycle. And perhaps you are in the up, 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 go, go, go. And that's good too. That's perfectly good too. But understand that inevitably, eventually, they'll become part of your experience where the cycle takes a dip and it's time to dig down deep and go into those crevices and into the darker sides and sit there and feel and release and surrender. And that's where I've been all week. And I'm going to tell you that I've reached out for support this week a lot because it's hard for me, or it has been hard for me in my life to retreat and to take time out. And so I've had to really reach out for extra support from my own mentors and coaches and healers and those people that I look up to and respect and that hold space for me. So if any part of you is feeling challenged or like you're struggling, I invite you to reach out to somebody that you resonate with. Whether it's a coach or a mentor, a friend, someone in your community that can really hold space well for you, and to just lean into that soft space, to lean into that space for you to get what you most need, and to know that it's okay if you feel like right now is a challenge. There's a lot of stuff that's being stirred up, especially now at this time of year with the holidays, and like I said, all of that inner child stuff coming up, and some of it is quite dramatic and traumatic, right? And we have to hold that in the light of love and give it the space that it needs to be felt, and to let it have the light shone on it so that it can be brought up into the light of healing. So this is my message for you today, to really let you know that that's where I am right now. Even though I have these massive things coming up right now, I'm in a period of chaos and incredible raw vulnerability, and there's some pain that's being stirred up in my heart for me to really dive into and hold myself in that light of healing and sacredness, so that that can be healed as I move forward. So there's nothing wrong with that. I want you guys to know more than anything at all today that there's nothing wrong with that if that's how you feel right now, and to allow yourself to stay there. And it's quite possible that November and December for you, or whether it's right now temporarily or maybe every year, you need this rest and incubation period. And if that's the way that your soul loves to be, that's perfectly okay. So I'm hoping that this message helped you. I'm hoping that if you did feel any sort of stress or chaos or overwhelm today, I hope this message just held the space for you to know that you're safe and you're loved and you are enough exactly where you are, with what you're doing, with what you're giving to the world. Even if what you're giving to the world is you in your rested space, even if it's you in your retreated space, that's enough. So I want you to feel that today. And if there's anything at all that you feel you could get from me in the ways of support, I invite you to reach out. I'm always here for you. So sending you lots of love from my heart to yours, and we'll talk really soon. Bye for now.